Yeah, we should probably talk about that. Hello, if you don't know me, I'm FredrickFunny. I'm the director of FNF Classified, which came out 3 years ago. A long time, I know. But about 2 years ago at Pankaru's Funcast, we announced that instead of doing V2 right away, we would do a half update for version 1.5. After that, throughout the year, we showed some of the things from 1.5, being the visual overhaul of your copy, and the new version of Better Off by Zinc. Though for, I'd say about the past year, we haven't really said much about the project. So I'm here today to tell you what's going on with it, and what to look forward to, and just answer a few questions that I've been getting for the past year, I'd say, about what this is. But first, I should probably get into, what is FNF Classified 1.5, because I don't think I've been super clear about what any of that is. Version 1.5 is basically just us going back to V1's content and cleaning up and redoing all the stuff to be more in line with how we want to represent the mod. The mod's mostly getting visual changes. However, one song right now is being redone, but it's because we think all the other songs, they still hold up. Most of these changes can mostly be seen in the story mode, especially with songs like Your Copy, where basically everything in that song got redone except for the song. Even songs that barely changed from V1 still got a couple of updates to look a lot nicer and cleaner from how they looked in V1. In addition to us cleaning up all that V1 content, we're also going to add a couple of new songs. We showed off one of those new songs at Funkcast being the Super Merocrat song. I also shared a bit of the song itself on the Classified website. Y'all checked that, right? Y'all knew it was there. It's been there for a while. God, I hope you're checking that website. These new songs being added show off how, how ambitious we're gonna get with how V2 songs are gonna go in the future. Yeah, at least when we get there. I should note that none of these songs are gonna contribute to the story mode of the mod. These songs more so fall into the category that, Shrouded or Scuttlebug fell into, where they're just, fun bonuses. Version 1.5 is also giving us the opportunity to move engines from the really, really old version of Psych Engine that we were on, and now we moved it to Nightmare Vision. The version of Psych Engine we were using was really old and no one liked working in it. So it was a process to work with it. It doesn't help that the mod wasn't optimized at all either, so.
What the fuck?
This engine change should hopefully, 1, be easier for us to work with, and 2, let us optimize the mod a lot better.
That all sounds really cool. How does the mod look right now?
Yeah, before I talk about that, there's a different thing I gotta talk about that's a little more serious. We'll get back to that. So this is something I'm not going to spend too much time going into, since frankly, I don't fully understand the situation, but it's something I'm going to have to address because this was a pretty big part of the mod. First, please don't go harassing this person. I'm not going to address this person by name in this video, but you probably know who they are. All I ask is just don't go out of your way to just harass them. That's not what we need right now. That being said, the animator for the 3 sections of your copy has exhibited some very weird behaviors and accusations that I don't want to get into here. But that's not important here. Do your own research to form your own opinion. What I want to get into here is what we plan on doing with their assets. This is a question that's been asked of me a couple times in the past year. I think I have the answer now on what we plan to do. To put it simply, yes, we do plan on replacing their assets. However, I'm not sure if that's something we're going to be able to do for version 1.5. What you gotta understand is that when these assets were first being made and from when these assets were finished, it took about a year to get it all done. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do another year, basically, of that. Since this is a lot of work that's going to have to be replaced. Especially since this update's already taking as long as it is. I don't know if I want your copy holding up this update again. So basically, yes, these assets are going to be updated. But it might not be till version 2 until these assets have changed. Please understand. Yeah, this one's a tough one to segue out of. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
The teacher here is supposed to be the most intense and demanding instructor in all of clowning, and isn't it? It's gonna be.
There's many reasons why the mod isn't out yet, though the main reason is definitely because we're all just so busy. Classified's in this weird spot with the team where it's not a main priority for our team members, because they all gotta work on, bigger projects that just need their attention, since Classified is not as expansive and ambitious as these other projects. I'll also take some of the blame for why the mod's taking so long. I haven't been reminding people to work on it, because it's hard for me to, be like, hey, work on this, please. For, do that for months on end, because, I like to think I'm friends with most of the team, and, it's hard to force a friend to do shit for me. That's that's not fun. That's not a fun mindset to be put into. I do want to say though, this mod is not dying. This mod isn't going anywhere. You can call it passion, or I'm just too stubborn to let go. But this project means way too much to me to just not see it through to the end. This is actually one of the first FNF projects I ever joined, and I've met so many amazing and talented people from it. And I do really feel like this is a project where I found myself. Like, I was a completely different person going into this project. I'm really happy with how it's coming out. I don't want this mod to die. I do want to thank all of you though for how patient you guys have been. This is a community where there's constant pressure to keep just pumping shit out, and I'm glad this is something that's a lot of fun with. So just thank you for just waiting. I really do appreciate you guys being so patient.
Right now, I need you to use your love of Puffy and the Diddy and...
Is there a reason the art style for the mod was overhauled rather than being updated version of the original assets? It was mostly to fit better with how I want to see the mod represented. The assets from V1 are almost 4 years old now, and I don't think they fit with the Super Mario 64 vibe that we're going for now. Is it still going to be a version 1.5? I'm going to also add this question because it adds on to this question. Will there be a story? I addressed what 1.5 was earlier, but this does give me the opportunity to talk about how I see updates. The main reason why it's a 1.5 because there's no story content in this update right now. The story for the mod is really important to me, and I want to reserve V2 to continue and finish the story with CN64. But the story won't be fully addressed until V2. What songs from V1 got changed the most over development? Definitely Better Off. That song has arguably changed way more than your copy has. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. You can go listen to the song now. That's been out for a while. I'll link it. That's a good ass song. What part of the mod has been hardest with the team, and what's the most challenging aspect of development? Really, no part of development is challenging. The real challenge comes in with finding time and motivation to work on the project. That's the kind of thing that would kill a project, especially when you're not having fun working on it when you have the time. I'm glad we're not in that position and we're still having fun with it. At least I'm having fun with it. I hope everyone's having fun with it. But yeah, it's just, it's hard to get in time to work on it. Will there be more ARG aspects coming soon alongside with the mod? And will there be any efforts to start adding stuff to the website again? Absolutely. I love sprinkling little elements on how CN64 works as a concept on that website. And we know with us updating the mod, it'll just give us more opportunities to, work with the website more. Are there any plans for any form of official collabs with other projects? Currently, no. Though I would love to get classified content into a remix mod like D-Sides. I feel like with remix mods being, their own personalized takes of other Funkin' projects, it's a perfect fit for classified. But I won't like confirm that. I'll wait until I can, see if I can make it happen. Is Better Off still the only V1 song getting a new version? Currently, yes, but there are drafts for an updated version of Funhouse. But I'm not going to promise that we're going to go through with it because I still think Funhouse holds up right now. Is this next update the end of Classified as a mod project? No. I addressed it earlier, but I want to use V2 as a way to wrap up CN64 story. Though if the team, they have good ideas and they still want to work on Classified, I wouldn't mind doing more after V2. For right now, V2 is where it's going to be all wrapped up and done. Will Legacy songs be playable? No plans for that right now. If we were to bring anything over, it'd be the beta songs, and I don't think we can bring some of those over because some of them were made by not good people. So it's not worth putting those songs over. Is the main story mode still going to be the first 3 songs from the first version? If so, are they going to have any in-between song dialogues or cutscenes explaining how you go along from song to song? Story mode is still those 3 songs, because those are still the songs that connect all to CN64. There will be cutscenes explaining how those story mode songs connect, but we're not going to do that till V2. I hope this video was helpful and gives you guys enough details about, what's going on with this project. The longer this update's been taking, it's getting harder to not tell you everything about what's in it, because I think everything we're doing is just so cool and it's so fun. But I'm happy I can keep my mouth shut. Though it has been a long time since we've shown anything new. So as a thank you for sticking with us and watching this whole thing, I'd like to share just a bit of a brand new song that's coming to the mod in 1.5. Don't expect nothing crazy since this is all still work in progress and things still change. But I hope you guys at least I hope you like it. Thank you and enjoy.
what do you think of this?